We start with daily charges. I want to give a quick update. And after we get this correction, we mentioned we're looking for the reversal, and this is what we get because the way it's reversing is very corrective. And whenever we see this kind of the movement, mostly we can expect the price to drop based on technically the best things is if the price can retest 1.0, then any reversal from there it can give us better opportunity to look for buy. Because what I can see here, the only way is to look for trade based on lower time frame. Anyway, we're looking for buy and we don't need to wait for the price to retest to 1.0. The best thing is if the price tag 1.0 following by divergence, but we don't need to wait for that. That's mean if we get any opportunity within the correction based on lower time frame, we will take it and we need to see the breakout of 1.6. At this point, this is the 1 point. We need to see the breakout of the 1.6. This is the levels we're looking for. And if we move to forward chart, the only thing is since we get this down move is really sharp. Now the question is whether we can look for this one as a correction. That means still we are within this down move before we get the reversal, or this is the start of the up move. Since most of the chart they have a similar movement, and the most important key is this shadow, whether we should consider about as a part of this correction or not. Okay, because based on forward chart, we don't see any divergence. And even if we move to 1 hour chart, if we want to consider this shadow, we cannot look for the divergence. But if we don't consider, then yes, we can look for that divergence. That's why no, the question is whether this is the flat in relative to this, and we can expect the price to give us one more drop with the retest of the previous low, following by divergence before we get the reversal, or this is the start of the up move. That's why the breakout of 1.35 is very important for us. That's mean if we get any opportunity for buy from here, we need to see the breakout of the 1.35. The next target as a short term we look for is 1.38, following by 1.41. With the breakout of 1.41, then we just look for 1.46, right? This is the levels we can look for. That's why if the price could break 1.35 as a sharp move and continue, we see the continuation, then we can look for next trade and we can keep the trade. If the price tagged 1.35, we see it couldn't break or there is a continuation as a corrective move, we are not going to keep the trade unless we move our stop loss to break even and just let it go. Because as I say, we can expect this one tend to flat since what we get here is really sharp. Then from what I can see here, if the price consolidate another a few hours, then we can put our entry above this correction before we take the next trade. And we need to price sharply, tag, break, and continue. If the price tag within the first or maximum second hours, if you see there is no continuation, we are not going to keep the trade. This is not a really good trade setup. And the best things if this one tend to dip a correction before we take the next trade rather than what we have here. As I say, it's not a really good trade setup, but if the traders, they know how to manage it, in case it doesn't move in our direction, they can take the trade. And we need to see the breakout of 1.35. As a short term, we can look for 1.38 following by 1.41. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.